Hello, student org leaders, and welcome to your at Astra online training. My name is Patricia Vitella, and I'm with Operations Division Planning and Administration, and I'm going to show you how to request rooms for your student organizations through the at Astra scheduling platform. To start off, I wanted to show you the home page. You'll notice that we have some holidays and announcements listed here for every school year. I wanted to let you know that student organizations are able to start requesting the day after finals end for the previous term. So for example, the day after finals end for summer, you can start requesting for your fall events. And likewise, after fall final exams are over, you can start requesting for spring. You will log into at Astra using this link, aaiscloud.com/txtechu. You can probably see this in my browser on the screen. When you log in, it will probably still say sign in at the top right of the screen. You can ignore that. That just means you have guest access and can still do all that you need to do. To start requesting your event, you will just click on the Events tab at the top and click Request Event. From there, the screen will load a pull-down menu and you will select Student Organizations from the list. After you select Student Organizations, you'll click the Next button. The screen should then change to the event request form. We have some information here on the top about what spaces can and cannot be requested using this request form. We also have some links to our frequently asked questions and our web pages here. Next, we have our rules for student groups. If you will click the link highlighted here in blue, read over those, and then you will select that you agree or disagree with those rules. And this is a required field, as are all of the fields with an asterisk. So I'm going to agree here. Then you will type out your organization name. We do ask for the complete name that is listed for the Center for Campus Life. Please do not use acronyms. When we are training new staff members, they may not be familiar with acronyms, and using your complete name ensures that we will find your organization and be able to verify that you are registered. If you're not sure that you are registered, you can click here to verify your organization's registration status. You should be able to find yourself if you are registered. Next down the form, we ask for your organization president's information, their name, email address, and phone number. We also ask for your information. If you logged in with your e-rater, it may auto-populate. If not, simply type it in there. You'll also give us your position in the organization and your phone number. Next, we do ask for your advisor's name, department, email address, and phone number. And from there on, we move to the actual event information. You will give your event a name here. Then you will select an event type between student and support programs. I would always choose student. Give us a brief description of what you're doing in the event description box. And then you can come down here to request specifics. Under this field, tell us how many attendees you expect, then any type of furniture that you need. If you don't have any furniture preferences, you can simply press none. Then you can also tell us if you have any additional comments or room configuration needs. From there, we have a couple of checkbox if you will have food at your event. If your event is a program for minors, there are some rules that you need to read here. If you will be showing a movie or film, there are some rules you need to read here as well. And then if you will have a therapy dog in attendance, there are some rules regarding therapy dogs on campus as well. Next, you will move on to the Add Meeting button. From here, you'll notice that we can create single, multiple, or recurring meetings. Single meetings are pretty self-explanatory. You can see here they occur in 30-minute increments is our default, so be sure to change that if you want a meeting longer than 30 minutes. You can select a single date for any time. You want your start and end date to be the same. We don't allow spanning meetings that go overnight, so make sure your start and your end date are the same. Then you'll select your start and end time, and you can give your meeting a name if it's different from your event. After you're satisfied there, you can click Add Meeting, and it will show up down under that Add Meeting button that you just checked. If you would like to do a multiple meeting, um, this does not have to follow any set pattern. You can select, say, Tuesday and Thursday one week, and then every day the following week. What does need to follow a pattern would be the time. So these meetings would all occur at the same time. So maybe this meeting will occur from, let's say, 7 to 8 p.m., but on these seemingly random dates. So let's give it a name here. And then we will use this arrow to add the meetings. We will give then our grouping a name. You can add multiple groupings if you'd like. And then if we're satisfied, we can add those there. Again, these will show up under that Add Meeting button. And last but not least, I'd like to show you the recurring. This is very popular with our student groups. Again, you will give it all the same start or end time. So say your meetings are always from 6 to 8, and then maybe you want to meet weekly on Thursday. Maybe you want to meet weekly on Tuesday and Thursday. You can do that option. Maybe you want to meet every 2 weeks. You could do something like that. So there's a variety of options under the recurring option. We do allow student organizations to reserve up to 2 rooms at a time and through the duration of the current term. So, as we mentioned earlier, you can begin requesting the day after final exams end for the current term. So here we are in the spring semester right now, so I'm going to have this end, let's say sometime in early May is when final exams usually start. Again, we're going to give this series a name. I'm going to call this Event 2 to kind of differentiate it from the others. And I'm going to add those meetings. Then they will all show up down here under that Add Meeting button. If you'd like to delete a couple, maybe you've thought things over and you don't want, say, I don't want this kind of random meeting time. I can delete the whole series here, or you can also go in if you wanted and delete individual requests. It's just using the X mark button and that'll delete there. Then we'll go into the request rooms field. It might take a few minutes to load. You can sort the rooms by clicking on the room column here. That will sort them in alphabetical order. If you click it again, it will sort in reverse alphabetical order. That way, if you're somewhat familiar with the building that you would like your event to take place in, you can kind of keep an eye out. So maybe you really wanted the science building. Then science would show up towards the end. And you can take a look at the rooms that are available there. You'll notice that there is a little target symbol next to some of the rooms or all of the rooms. If you hover over the target symbol, it will show you the room features. So it will show you how many the room holds up here in the capacity, the layout, a description of the room, and then it'll show you all of the features that are in the room. So if, for example, you are looking for a room with certain features, like maybe you need a document camera, or you really want it to have a flat floor or carpet, you can look for rooms that match some of your needs. From there, if you will click the word available, you'll notice that it turns green and it will say selected. If there are any conflicts with your event, and here I obviously have some overlapping events, so it'll create a conflict with myself. It will show you if you expand your columns where the conflicts lie. And so then maybe you could pick an alternate room on those dates. As I mentioned, you can have up to 2 rooms per instance here. So I'm just going to select a couple of rooms for this example. I'll show a variety. If you don't want to hand select for every room, then you can just stack your event back up and click the select button, and then that will select the same room for all of your meetings. But I want to show just a few differences for this example. So I wanted to show you kind of what that looks like here. You'll see that some of them are Science Room 10 that I selected, and then some of them are showing in the Science 112. And so then they will all next stack neatly here at the bottom under the Add Meeting field. If everything looks good and you don't want to delete everything and you have all of the required fields filled out, you simply click the Submit button and then the screen will change. Now, if you want to look back up the status of your event, you can go here back to the Events tab and then click on Events. I'm going to say yes, that I want to leave the page in this instance because I'm not going to actually submit that event. From here, you can click the My Events field and then click Search, and that will show you all of the events that are assigned to your username. That is a handy way to see the status here. You'll see that column, and if it shows as scheduled, you know your event is scheduled. If it still shows as requested, you know that you have successfully requested the event, but you have not yet received your confirmation. Confirmations do come from the person that processed your event, so the approver that logged in and approved your event. The confirmation will contain a PDF document to a blank email. Be sure to open up that PDF document. It will tell you all the information you need for your event. It will tell you who to contact in order to gain access to the room. It will give you some IT contact information, and it will give you any other general information about the room. Well, I hope this has been a helpful and informative training for you all, and I wish you all the success in your student organizations and your semester. Have a good one, everyone. Bye bye.